Oh, there we go. Burden Falls. I got 4 TC drones in a one run earlier because I got 2 on Rally Point Delta and then I got 2 on the repurposed crater. And then I was like, well, I gotta turn them into a tier 3 TC. And then I killed Solus Wing, and the laser matrix was still coming down and killed me as he was doing his death animation. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was a major success for a DLC. I wasn't playing back then. I started playing back in March. Um, but I've done my due diligence and I've looked around, and yeah, it was rough. It was rough on release of Seekers. Hopefully that means the the 4th DLC, whatever is in store after Alloy Collective, is not going to take as long to come out because they don't need to patch any like major holes so that the game is like playable. One thing I have to say, I don't remember what YouTuber it was that I watched that made a video about it, but they said that there's a major discrepancy between the way items stack if they were made by Gearbox and if they were made by Hoku, and once he pointed it out, it is hard to ignore. Gearbox really doesn't like making items stack well. Like Eclipse Light, you get a quarter of the value. Even in Warped Echo, you get a third of the value. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. They definitely did not want people thinking that they weren't trying to fix their mess before they announced new things. Yeah, which you know that means that they already had it in their back pocket. They just wanted to make sure that everybody knew the game was in a good place first. Fine by me. Like I said, I wasn't playing back then, but I don't know, this seems like a good way to handle it. And it's fine now, so I'm happy. I've seen a couple complaints online still. Some disgruntled fans, but as somebody who, I guess, doesn't know any better, it's fine. I like this game a lot. Definitely my favorite roguelite that I've played. And I've played a lot of roguelites. But most of them, so my whole thing is, I guess most of the roguelites I play... Oh, really? Dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I went back and I looked... When did it even I don't know when it released on console, because I'm not gonna lie, I've read through, I'm not exaggerating, every single wiki page on the wiki, every item, every survivor. I'm working my way through enemies right now, every stage, every status effect. I love learning about this game, and I've watched like little like in the making videos of how Risk of Rain was developed and how it was on release. One thing I didn't know though is when it came out on console. Yeah, this game came out in Was it 21 or 22 or just 2020? I've been sleeping on it for a long time. I've seen so much stuff about it, but I never played it myself. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It took me way too long to get into this game, and it was because of a friend too. So, thank them. Or I should thank them. I have thanked them. Oh, gasoline. That's what I was missing last game. Oh, I've watched the videos where the music composer like talks over the album and stuff. Yeah, I think Seekers is fine. I thought it was. I mean, they haven't changed anything about it since I started playing, but I've thought it was pretty good. I didn't get all the DLCs off the bat, but my friends, when they started playing with me, they had them active, and I mean the items just felt like they just fit right in. I didn't even realize they were DLC items until I turned them off. Oh, you mean one of the like composer commentary? Yeah, I would be on top of that. I would be all over that. I just love learning behind the scenes stuff. Oh, how, dude, Band and Predatory Instinct? Come on, bro. I've got to be able to pull this one off. We're on stage 1, and I'm getting better loadouts than I had the entirety of last run. Yeah, I've listened to, like, if I could clock how many. I started playing this game like heavy in September, because I started in March. I got it in March, but I didn't really start. I've already got 550 hours. If I could also log the amount of time that I've spent listening to the soundtrack, it'd easily be another like 100 hours or so. I listen to it in the car, I listen to it while I'm playing other games. But all I do, I drive and play other games. Yeah, this game has invaded my life in a not so subtle way. But I'm all for it. Yeah. So I have a playlist with all the songs on it and Alloyed Collective, but when Alloyed Collective came out, that was the only part I was listening to for a while. I love the Alloyed Collective teleporter music. And Alloyed Hearts theme and Soulless Wings theme. I mean, like, I can't say one that I don't like, actually. It's just not fair to say which one I like more, because I don't think I do like any of them more than the others. Pretender's Precipice is a weak one. Pretender's Precipice, it's not that I don't like it. It's that it's out. If I had to pick one that I think is not as great, it's that one. That one, I'm not gonna skip it if it comes on, but I'm not gonna choose to put it on. Uh-huh. Yeah, because it's like techno. It's so heavy techno. Like when the DLC came out, my friend and I looked at the playlist and we saw a bonus track and heard the song and we're like, oh, that makes sense why it's not in the game. And then we get to the Soulless Heart and we're like, oh shit, it is in the game, and it is a bop, and it belongs here actually. But yeah, like we heard it and we're like, oh yeah, well, makes sense why it's not in the game. It doesn't really sound like the rest of the music, but lo and behold, there it is. And who cares if it doesn't sound like the rest? It belongs there for sure. All right, I think it's teleporter time. I would love to get rid of antlers for an energy drink. You know what? I'm gonna gamble. Yeah. Energy drink. More energy. You know what? 3 energy drinks is enough. Yeah. Yup. Repurposed crater is, I always forget where it's from, but then when I show up in repurposed crater, I'm like, that's where this bop is from. I'm like, yeah. I think one of my favorites though has got to be the rain formerly known as purple for Sky Meadow. That one just hits so hard. That, and there's one from Seekers. Can't remember which one though. I have to say though, I've looked at like Risk of Rain Returns and 1. I mean, I know Returns is just like a remastered 1, but if I had started with those, I don't think I would have been as into this game. I think it's just, I really like the 3D medium. I really like the shooter aspect of it. Oh my gosh, Gore's Tome from the first teleporter again. Like the one good part of last run, it's sticking around. Yeah, I know, I can't... I think it's... I think it's Shattered Abodes. I'm either thinking of Shattered Abodes or just the teleporter music for Shattered Abodes. Or I don't even know if it's specific to Shattered Abodes. It might just be the Seeker's teleporter music. I should build him a statue. Yeah, I know. I should build the man a statue. Yeah, that's why I was okay, like, hearing that, oh, it's not just going to be Chris making the new soundtrack on it. And then it's like, okay, well, I've already heard the other guy's stuff, so I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm not afraid. Oh, bro, I almost want to, like, delay the teleporter completing so we can hear the riff. Right? Yeah, that whole song just feels like it's building up to something, and then it's just like, you know what it's building up to? It's building up to fucking nothing. It's building up to the end of the song. It's building up to the next soundtrack, to the next song on the soundtrack. Oh, temporary crowbars. I'll be using that for the teleporter. Oops. Forgot I had a sales starter. Womp womp. That's not crowbars. How did I turn chronic expansions into crowbars? Yeah, poor beetle. Every time I use bans on a enemy that does not need it, it's just like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That shouldn't have been for you. Where are the enemies, though? There's one guy over there, one over there, one over there. This is the run. I didn't even comment. Gnarled Wood Spray is really neat. I like the constant healing. It's very reliable. I'm a fan of the little man shining his light on me. Bye-bye. I don't know what platform you play on, but at least on the PlayStation version, enemies constantly just fall through the floor and die. Which on some levels is annoying and some levels relieving, but like on all levels confusing. That's good. Yeah, I've got my friend group, so I don't need to I don't need to go into looking for group, and I like soloing, so even if I didn't, I'd be cool. But I think it's so cool to have a multiplayer, first of all, multiplayer roguelite, that's already like not super common, but a multiplayer roguelite with open matchmaking, like how cool is that? That this game is just sick. My gunner drone just okay. I get that every entity has their own money count and everything, but like my drone should not be able to pick up my own money or like my gold chunks. That's another like that's why I don't even like the cleanup drone. The cleanup drone, it shreds an enemy corpse and then spits out a piece of gold or healing orb, and just another drone comes and swoops it up before it even hits the ground. It's so annoying. I think the only mode that I might play public matchmaking, if I did do public matchmaking, would be Simulacrum. Because that seems like a good time, no matter who you're playing with. I swear my game almost crashed there. I don't know if you heard it. The audio just did not like that. The audio like clipped out like crazy. If I'm gonna crash, it's gonna be on Railgunner. That's not even like an Alloyed Collective thing or anything. That's just how it was even before Alloyed Collective. The only time I ever crashed was with Railgunner. First time it ever happened. First time this game ever crashed was, I forget exactly which artifact it was, but I was in the Ambry doing an artifact challenge, and shot an enemy, game crashed, and I was not happy. I think it was like my last artifact. No, it wasn't my last art. Yeah, it was. This was Artifact of Glass, and I didn't do that one. I did that one last. Yup. I follow Warframe a lot. I'm a big fan of Warframe. Many thousands of hours in Warframe. I have every item in the game. I follow Warframe. I watch every piece of content that they've put out, like developer streams and everything. And so I always know what's coming to the game before it's in the game. And I like that. I like that about Warframe. When it comes to other games, I love finding new things, dude. I love finding things that weren't in the game, like weren't announced, weren't even spoken about. Yeah, they said, what'd they say? They were adding like one new teleporter boss. Did they even say they were adding a final boss? I don't even remember. And it's just like, actually, there's like 3 final bosses. That was awesome. Yeah, that was great. And then you have the fake out fight with the Soulless control unit. Me and one of my friends, yeah, it's literally a boss rush. I love the conduit route. It's great. Yeah, me and my one friend, went through the whole thing, discovered Soulless Wing, discovered the heart and everything, while our third was at work. And then when he got home, we kept up the illusion. We told him nothing about Soulless Hunter. We told him that it was just a standard Soulless control unit fight. And then we told him nothing about Soulless Wing not being the end. We told him nothing about this, the computational exchange. Nothing. And he was super happy every time there was just more and more to keep going. Nice and easy. Let's keep it going this way. I actually have some crazy movement speed right now. My motion is off the charts. Yeah. It's funny. I don't know if you probably experienced it by now if you've played enough, but for me, it happens consistently if you kill the Soulless control unit before the Vulture shows up, but the Vulture will spawn in as not a boss. Like, it'll spawn in with an orange health bar. It happens every time you kill the control unit before the Vulture spawns in, but it happens randomly without killing the control unit first, too. But sometimes the Vulture just shows up with an orange health bar and, you don't even have to kill it for the teleporter to finish. Items drop. You can hit 100% and go to the next stage with the Alloyed Hunter alive. But it happens all the time. The pacifist route? Yeah. I'm glad that they nerfed, well, quote unquote nerfed. They're still pretty strong. Well, it's a nerf no matter how you look at it. They nerfed the collective elites, so that now when you get close and you damage them, they drop their shield for a bit. Because having to maintain that close distance with like something like a parent is terrifying. Oh my gosh. If I'm gonna crash, it's gonna be here. This place already messes with frame rate. I am removing the sulfur pods before they become an issue this time. Oh yeah, they're so scary. Yeah. Yeah. Especially how they reduce nearby enemy cooldowns, and you just get like minigunners spamming their freaking like their knockback. It's frightening. Alright. Let's find a large chest to use this Sail Star on this thing. Also, elite distributors, also a terrifying enemy. Like, doesn't matter what kind of elite. Well, actually, healing elite's not so bad, I guess. But most elite distributors, mortifying. Elite level threat. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's cool how they did it too, how like, you know, obviously it's still a tier 2 elite, so it only shows up in loops, but it's you can still reliably find them on Conduit Canyon before loops. So you don't have to loop to interact with them. I mean, I'd argue I think that's kind of how tier 2 elites operate, is if you see a tier 2 elite, they are top priority to eliminate, like, because they either are just that threatening on their own, or they buff nearby enemies. Like, I'd argue that's how all of them work. Malachite obviously being the one that's just the threat on its own, with everything else just buffing nearby enemies. Yeah, yep, they definitely should. I don't think there's any reason that they shouldn't. I would argue that all elites should have a spawn-in sound. I don't know why Gildeds have a spawn sound. Like, why do Gildeds have a spawn sound? They might be the least threatening. They deal more damage, they steal your money. But arguably, they're not gonna... their elite aspect isn't gonna be the reason you die. Like, I'd rather be alerted at the fact that an overloading enemy just spawned in. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the gong makes you look at the ground. I wasted way too much money on that. I didn't even realize what I was doing. Thankfully, I've got pretty good movement in this run. So I did see the hunters, the trophy hunters tricorn. Also, there's a milky chrysalis in there though, so I really want a pillar skip. But that's a tough decision for me. Not even like I can wait to buy it until I see what comes out of the teleporter, because by the time the teleporter boss spawns in, I'm not going to be able to buy it. Yeah. Yep. They are a bummer. I think, well, I don't even dislike charging pillars. I just know me, and I know I'm gonna get I'm gonna get turned inside out by a lunar chimera, whether it's a wisp or a golem. The only time I mind is if there's more, like 2 or more pillars of mass. That's the only time I care, is if I'm forced to do more than 1 pillar of mass. Other than that, I'm just scared. I'm less afraid of Mithrix than I am of chimeras. Chimeras frighten me. Where's that missile launcher? Actually. Yeah, missile launcher. I was gonna say royal capacitor on equipment drone? Yep. Yeah. It blows. It really does. Because you'd be greeted at, like... Now, you get greeted out of the gate with, like, 1 perfected and 2 others. Whether they be wisps or golems. Now, it's like... Or, I mean... Before, because I was playing without DLCs for a good amount. Dude, you walk out there and there's a mob waiting for you. It sucked. Alright, so... Okay, never mind. I apologize for... I almost bad-mouthed the Chance Shrine. I'm sorry. Wow. The attack speed goes crazy. Oh, what do I want to do? I think Pillar Skip has more value than Trophy Hunter's Tricorn. No matter what boss item this could possibly give me. And it's probably just going to be like Clay Dune Strider, let's be honest. Oh, dude, where's my oddly shaped opals at? Yeah, right? That was my thought. Like, man, they really just do not want people to like this map. The worst of the worst. Everything negative about this game just congregates here. Alright. Chillax. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't grab that Trophies Hunter Tricorn. I should clarify. I don't care much for the defensive nucleus. Yeah, prospectors are nothing. They're whatever. But distributors are fucking evil, especially if they become elite. Like, there was a There was just an overloading one. If I had let him live for 0.5 seconds longer, I would have gotten blowed up by a swarm of overloading bomblets. We out of here. Yeah, you gotta, and then you gotta get close to it. So, I don't actually know if it's still like this, because I just played multiplayer for the first time since hotfix number 2 last night, and I don't think we had any distributors in any of the stages we played on. But I remember playing multiplayer right after the DLC came out, or not after the DLC came out, after the first hotfix, and the position of distributors was like desynced for clients. Like the clients could only see distributors at the location that they originally spawned in, not to wherever they would teleport to, but the bombs would still come from wherever they were supposed to be on like the host screen. Only the host could kill them in their like teleported position. But if you were a client, you would have to seek out wherever they spawned at to kill them, and it was awful. I don't know if it's still like that or not, because I didn't see any distributors last night. But that sucks for playing in a group. Thank God. That's good to hear. Because that was bad. Just being swarmed by bombs that you couldn't actually kill the host of. I'm glad the bombers, like, what are they called? A mine. Okay. I'm glad the mines don't actually do that much explosion damage, because like that could get pretty bad, because there's a lot of them in one spot at a time most times. I'm too fast for my mines. Yeah, yeah, for sure. If you're taking them out just like 2 at a time, like as they spawn, then it's no big deal. But if you let them gang up on you, it's gonna be bad. God. Okay. Hot take. When I have a sale star and I get a legendary chest stage, I actually kind of dread it, because saving up money takes a while, and I have to save up money before I open any other chests. Hotter take, at least with everybody else I've spoken to about this game, I enjoy Siren's Call. Especially on multiplayer. Because you get even more value on multiplayer. Yup. Yeah, that's fair. I don't either, but I like the stage. I like everything else about the stage. Giving himself 100% HP in shield every like 10 seconds is annoying as shit. I agree. It's not enough to make me hate the entire stage, though. I'd still rather fight Allied Warship Unit than open a chest, to be honest with you. Yup, that too. This is... I think this is my least favorite stage 4. Sundered Grove. Stadia can keep it. Oh, wait. Yup. Guaranteed Shrine of the Mountain. Shrine of the Mountain. Possible TC, you know, drone focused stage, like all the special drones can spawn there. Access to Solus Wing. Great. It's a great map. Not too big, and you know, it's more vertical than it is long. It's pretty good. I like it. It's symmetrical. Easy to keep track of. Where's my legendary? I didn't even like register. I wasn't even looking. Oh. Yup, lots of chests. I think just big budget in general, like just lots of stuff. I've had like 4 drone multi-shops on there. And I had an executive card. Lots of drones. Yeah. Repurposed crater's great. One thing is, the thing in the middle of the, like, raised platform looks like it should, like, I don't know, soften fall damage. Like, it looks like it's, like, you know, guiding you downwards, but it doesn't. And that got me once. It won't happen again, but it got me once. Yeah, the enemy pool isn't too annoying. It can have, yeah, even like the teleporter bosses that it can pull from are good. I've had imp overlords there. I've had grove tenders, all great for boss items. The Z constructs, whatever, but you know, everything else is pretty great. Elder Lemurians, like every other stage 4. I'm trying to think of if there's even an enemy that I don't like. I mean, the only thing is, you know, it's an allied collective stage, so it's got a lot of soulless enemies, so that's like the one thing. Holy moly. Yup. That's a good chest right there. Oh no, something else hit this thing. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, great stage. And as we've already established, great soundtrack for the stage. Good. It's a good one. Also, how awesome is it that you get a guaranteed shot at, like, arguably the best boss item in the game every single run now? Functional coupler. Functional coupler is insane. Especially now that they made it so that getting your items turned off doesn't make you drop your secondary equipment. That was awful. I hated that. Who is over here? Is there just a bunch of dudes in here? What's up, dudes? Whoa, that's a dude I don't want to be next to. Okay. Can they even get out of there? I don't know if they can path out of there. Yeah, I mean, I even wonder if that was, like, intentional or not. Obviously, you know, disabling the effect of the item, you would expect it to do that, but also, that's awful. Like, there's no way they had that in mind when they made the item. Okay, hold up. I saw that laser beam from behind. Yeah. Dude, I have a video clip of me playing on, I think it was, yeah, Helm Patchery. I got Jailer sucked into a collapsing Void Reaver and insta died. Thank goodness I had already hit like a Shrine of Shaping, but I would have been so upset if I hadn't. I'll find that if I finish this run. Because that's so it was like, it was biblical how it played out. It was like I had done something to upset a greater being. Don't have any fuel cells, so I'm not missing out on anything by taking that. I made the mistake of passing up on a Lysite cell on my first Railgunner run. Yep. That's how it goes down. Jailers are scary. It's bad enough being pulled, but being rooted when you get pulled, that was scary. Multiple overloading Lemurians. Yeah, being rooted after you get pulled, that's just, it's evil. It's evil. I don't know who concocted that creature, but it's terrible. I'll be taking that. I know. Like, you're already on the same faction. How did that even... I don't think I've ever... It doesn't happen from Corruptors, which is what makes it so rare. Because the Corruptors won't attack, you know, Void beings. Void enemies. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, they just have to spawn naturally. Which does not often happen. It's so scary, though. Because getting collapsed by a Void enemy, it's like, you're not supposed to be able to do that. I'm supposed to avoid the other enemies that can do that to me. You're already scary. You don't need collapse. You don't need a needle tick. You are scary enough. Yeah. Hey, I don't like the ocean. They didn't have to try very hard to make me not like them. They're all sea creatures. They got a Void Fiend with his little crustacean skin. I like his default. His default's good. I got a executive card on Void Fiend in my last run with him, and he sticks the executive card in the little slit in his head. I thought that was funny. Yeah, I like that they stuck to it too. Okay, I don't like the ocean, but I do like how when you're in the void, you can just like see a big whale, just hanging out, just over there. Big void whales, yeah, they're really cool. I don't like the ocean, but the ocean aesthetic, I can vibe with ocean aesthetic. I do it all the time. Obviously not recently because Eclipse, you know, but I do it all the time. Not Void Locust, I should clarify. I've literally only been to Void Locust 2 times. But I do go pet the frog and then just fuck up Voidling a lot. My friends and I were doing all 4 of us were together. We did a all boss run because one of our friends just bought all the DLCs and didn't have all the characters unlocked. So we did Void Fields, unlocked Acrid, we looped to get him Loader, we got him Artificer from the Bazaar Between Time, we got him Chef because we got him all the items that he needed to unlock Chef. We got him False Sun because we got Aurelionite before we did False Sun. Got him Void Fiend because we killed Voidling. Got him Captain because we killed Mithrix. And it was pretty awesome. Got the unlock list after we got out of that game for him was like I couldn't even tell you. It was so long. Died to heart when you fought Voidling. I can't. I've definitely fought heart more than I've fought Voidling. I'll have to check my deaths to Soulless Heart after this. I haven't looked at my profile stats in a bit. The thing is, I don't go to heart if I don't think I can beat him. I'm afraid of him still. I didn't realize until recently. It happened mostly when I was playing Loader, but I didn't know. I know when you touch the outside of his arena, you know, you get your items disabled. I didn't realize it inflicts a damage over time that doesn't go away until you touch the arena again. And if you're playing Loader, you don't touch the ground. So multiple occasions when I was playing Loader, I would, you know, hit the outside of the arena, be like, oh shit, jump back in the arena, but like still be grappled to Soulless Heart. So I'm still like, I'm doing like that floaty thing with her legs off the ground, and then I just die to some invisible damage over time because there's no status effect on your bar. And I finally figured it out. It's because it gives you a damage over time. Heart is definitely easier than Wing. Wing is the thing keeping me from fighting Heart most of the time. What's up, Unk? Welcome back. This is attempt 3 of the return, so we're up to too many attempts. I think 7. They did 4 this morning. Yeah, well, now you know. So don't let your Loader runs end the same way. I think it should definitely be a status effect. I think it should be visible. I don't think it should be just invisible. You're taking damage. Touch the ground. But I figured it out. You gotta ground yourself on the arena if you touch the outside. It happened to me 3 times before I figured it out, and I had each clip saved because I just had to end. I'm like, what am I just like my health bar just you know, just until it's gone, and I had to know why. I finally figured it out. It starts when you touch the outside of the arena, and it doesn't stop unless you ground yourself. I thought it just disabled your items too, and like did a 1 tick of damage. But no. And you don't realize it unless you're playing someone like Loader who barely touches the ground. Halcyon Shrine. Whoa. Good God. Okay, I was playing Eclipse 2 with a friend last night, and those fucking Scorchers do not only have plus 40% movement speed. Not in my life, bro. No shot. There's something going on. They move so fast on Eclipse 4 Plus. Something ain't right. Boy, that's a tanky wisp. I'm burning! I could use a Hopu Feather. At least one. Yeah, I don't... They're so small too. I have so much trouble hitting them with slower firing characters. I'm trying to think, like Artificer. Oh my gosh. Did they? Yeah, Artificer, they are my bane. I run away. I throw Arc Sphere, I run away. Oh, I need Hope and Feathers. I used to hate them, I won't lie. When I first started playing the game, I found them really annoying. Like, I just... Well, actually, no, okay. To clarify, I was, like, exclusively playing Artificer when I first started playing. And I found them annoying. It's like, I just want to activate my jetpack. I don't want to jump. But now, I've grown, I've accepted my mistakes, and I'm a better player for it, you know? And I hope feathers rock. I don't know why I'm buying turrets. There's no drone scrapper here. My investment has been wasted. No white scrap for me. Yeah, exactly. I find myself just praying, just waiting for me to get my feather back from him in his 4th phase so I can jump over the balls easier. Another thing, okay, here's another thing I discovered all on my own. The speed buff you get from the worm skin here, obviously you get it when you touch it, but you have to be grounded on it. Like, you can't, like, Artificer doesn't get it because she floats. Engineer doesn't get it if he's sprinting. Rex doesn't get it if he's burrowing. So you have to stop sprinting to get it as Rex, too. But, anyway, you know, gotta be feet on the ground to get the speed buff. You also need to have your feet on the ground to lose it. So if you continue sprinting with Rex or Engineer, like, outside of the skin, you don't lose the speed buff until you plant your feet on regular ground. I don't know how you're going to use that to your advantage, but now you know. Yeah. Operator's so strong without items that Mythrix is toast. I mean, yeah, having basically access to root as one of his abilities, yeah. Aerial root. Yeah, Mythrix is toast. I can never, like, I don't even, what is his alternate special? I don't even know. It's the, oh, it's the bomb, the thing that it absorbs damage. Yeah. Never using it. Yeah, that too. Yeah, just keep jumping from drone to drone. But I would never get rid of that nano bomb debuff. Or the nanites, whatever it's called. Ah! He fucking swerved me. Yeah, he's like, he's got the same HP as Huntress, right? I think that's fair. I think that's valid. Very mobile. just like she is. That's fair. Trade off mobility for tankiness. That's how it goes. I'm a triple blink believer with Huntress. If you get a hard light afterburner with that, whew, 5 charges all with like 1 second cooldown. Oh yeah. Why are these worms still alive? Stop. They're making me uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm not happy that I'm not killing them that quickly. What did I hit that was so close to me? I don't like that. tried to hit the Scorcher. Yeah, I like just being able to hit the utility skill and pretty much not even have to look at it, just know that at least one will be up when I press it. Ha. That was scary. You need to die. I do not need an overloading Scorch Worm looming over me. Oh, he's still out there. He burrowed. Oh god, that was the overloading Scorcher. Dude, things with Scorch in the name are just bad in this game. Wow. Dodged that Lumerian shot with my recoil. That was calculated. 100%. Alright, what am I doing? Where have I not looted yet? I don't think I've looted the bottom, really. I went down there and I didn't do anything. I've been running from the magma worms the whole time. That is interesting. I guess it's because it counts as like an AoE, and you know most AoE, like ground AoEs are led in this game. Like that, or the Titan Fist, or I think even the Clay Apothecary leads its shot. The Mortar shot. Yeah, that too. And getting directly hit still nullifies your items. Let's see what this turns into. I'm gonna do the teleporter before the Halcyon Shrine because I feel like dealing with stage spawns and Halcyon Shrine spawns are gonna get bad. Uh-oh. Thank goodness. I forgot I have lysate cells. That was a whiff. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. That was a hit, but not a clean hit. Look at all those wisps! Okay. Maybe if I could hit a shot. I don't want to talk about it. No way. They gotta be, right? I mean, I know I had a Shrine of the Mountain, but still. I feel like they're way more common on this stage. Yeah. The cube can only be launched 4 times. If you don't have on kill effect, like if you don't have gasoline, it's gonna take a while to take care of all of them. Hell, even I'm struggling right now. Okay, 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 okay. I've got a Shrine of Shaping. That's no reason to play a little sloppy. I gotta say, I love Drifter though. I love playing Drifter. I love having all that macro game just built into the kit. Yeah, right? I mean, if you play multiplayer, I mean, even if you play solo, past stage 3, they show up like every stage. But if you play multiplayer, I mean, it's like guaranteed they show up like every single stage past stage 1. And you can still get loot. Alright. I don't even need the items out of this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Actually, hold on. There's stuff over here. Be gone, you. Oh, I didn't know it was more than halved. That's pretty good. But yeah, on Drifter, I got a recycler on Drifter on a Drifter run. It's just like it's almost too much macro. I can't handle it. It's like, okay, I gotta recycle it. Like if I don't like the item, I recycle it first. If I still don't like the item, then I'll scrap it. But what if I re-roll it first in the item shop before I buy it? Then I re-roll it when it comes out, and then I can scrap it if I really don't like it. It's like there's just too much macro. I got rid of it. I literally got rid of the recycle. I'm like, I can't do this. It's too much thinking for every single item. Too much thinking. And I was playing multiplayer, so I didn't want to burden my friends with that. Much simpler to say, if you don't like an item, let me scrap it for you. Rather than, okay, if you don't like the item, let me re-roll it and then scrap it. And then if you see a multi-shop with subpar items, let me roll the whole multi-shop first. If you don't like your Halcyon shard, let me re-roll the shard first. It's like, it's just too much. I am the community scrap holder when playing multiplayer games though. That's fun. Like I'll hold on to it until you need you want to print something with it. You take advantage of that extra movement speed or healing. Hope this Halcyonite goes down easy. I don't see it going any other way. But there's always the chance. I always underestimate Halcyonites. Give us some distance. Put a hole in his chest. Oh wait, there's already one there. Huh? Man, that crowbar damage really, really counts for something, doesn't it? Yeah, there's something different about him. He's not just gilded, right? Like, I haven't gotten to, like I said, I'm reading every wiki page, but I haven't made it to Halcyonite's page yet. There's something different about the ones that come out of the shrine, other than just being gilded elites. There's gotta be. There's no shredder here, is there? I don't even care. We schmovin'. No Hopu Feather's sad, though. Oh, thank you for the follow. I didn't even notice. I don't know why the sound didn't play. Okay. Yeah. I knew it's not just elite. I'm actually a little confused as to why that sound didn't play. Oh. Don't know what that's about. I'll have to fix that. But for now, it's Mithric's time. Excuse me. I need antler orbs. Now I feel more comfortable. Yeah, it's janky in the fact that when it spins, it just ignores every other physics in the game. I hate it. Or it doesn't get stunned, it doesn't get knocked back, it doesn't fall from gravity, it doesn't do anything. It's like, I am above these puny facts of logic. I hate him. Oh. I was like, why am I not moving? Why am I not strafing right now? Because there's a wall there. Some orbs. Did you know that when the Halcyon starts spinning, it actually counts as a projectile? And for some ungodly reason, Captain's passive can get rid of it. It keeps spinning and it keeps moving, but it doesn't deal damage. Oh, you bitch! Isn't that so silly? What a quirky enemy. Oh, there go my bones! All of them, in fact. Alright, get away from me, bro. You're gonna do your fucking carousel, and I'm gonna cry. The carousel of doom. Ugh. Not my drones. Not my meat shields. Or should I say my metal shields. Okay. Let's cool it now. Give me some space. Do I not have any regen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. My healing drone's out of commish. I did not realize that the healing drone was my only healing. Uh-oh. Dude. Shut. Come here. Now. Fucking heal me, bro. Yeah, get right up on me, you dick. Oh, he's making me work for this one. Come on, heal me, man. Okay, I gotta hit my shots. I'm not helping myself either. Thank goodness. Tougher Times blocked that. Whoa, whoa. What are you doing up there, big guy? That's not Mithrix. That's a tank. BAM! Alright. Alright. He doesn't have plasma shrimp this time. I barely even have drones, so he can't even hit him. Okay. Okay. What's his biggest schmoove right now? Fucking bands, I guess. And that fire rate. That fire rate's scary. And the cooldown speed. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. No, 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 no. He still has needle tick. I can't get collapsed again, bro. Okay, no more needle tick. Alright, no more perforator. Oh my god! That took way too many attempts. 7? 7 attempts? And not only that, 7 attempts and only 2 Mithrix visits. Only 2 Mithrix fights. Like, that's one of my lowest. One of my worst attempts so far. Boy, am I glad the spin doesn't still just insta-kill. Was that before, like, the commencement rework even? Or is that a separate thing? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it is. God, okay. Eclipse 6 man, it's given it to me. I can't remember who it was who I was playing just recently, but he made me work for it again. Like, really work for it. Mithrix, I mean. But that time it didn't take 7 attempts. It was still just one and done. But I really, like, I don't. The Mithrix fight is just like, you know, you get in the motion. You don't really gotta. You just keep strafing him, and then you jump for his shockwaves, and then Parasol is you just get a bit away from him. Not too far away, but you get a good amount away from him. As long as you got movement, you'll be fine. But recently, he's making me think. Oh, wait, that's fucked up. A normal ass enemy could just one-shot you with a standard attack. Oh my gosh. That sucks, for one. This rocks, though. I'm done. Okay, that's enough Risk of Rain for today.